What's going on, guys? Digidesdan here, and I'm back with another pickup video. This week, got a few decent good stuff. I actually split up this video into two different sections because I sent out one of the games over to my buddy ShartAZack. He's on YouTube, and I didn't have it for today, so I recorded in a separate portion, and you'll see that later on. But just to start out, in terms of hunting, I didn't do a whole lot again, but when I did go, I think I went once this week, which is not too many times, but I usually strike out if you only go once. But I went once, and I actually happened to find one thing, and that is this bag of stuff. It was $20, and I haven't even opened it up. It was from Value Village, and some of you may be able to see already. It's some accessories for some sort of Nintendo device. And the device is an SP. So if we get into it here, it's probably the main attraction. It is a Game Boy Advance SP. This is the cobalt. This is the graphite colored one, so the dark gray colored. It's an AGS 101. So let's see if you can't get that to focus. Yeah, it's an AGS 101 there. It's in very good condition. There's like no scratches on the front cover. I'm assuming it's because it's in this case. I haven't opened it up. The screen just has some smudging, which is not bad. But other than that, there's no real scratches whatsoever. Still got a full battery on it, which is nice. I'll use Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker. I just had it laying around, so I'll try it out. It came with a full battery. That's sweet. And it works. There we go. So right out of the box, or the bag, you can already see the difference the screen makes when I adjust the brightness. Yeah, I mean, this came in the bag. It was $20, which is not bad. Let's see what else is in the bag here. We have this charge stand from Intech, which is kind of weird because you have to mount the SP upside down to charge it, which is odd. You have an in-car charger, some headphones, and the charger itself. So $20 from Value Village, not bad. Consider that a pretty good deal considering it's an AGS 101 with the brighter screen. For those of you who do not know, the other model of SP is the AGS 001, which is the frontlit screen. This one's the backlit screen. So I'll put it back in the case here, just so it's nice and protected. It's nice, good condition. I don't want it to get scratched amongst my other stuff. Okay, moving on. This local collecting group that I'm part of on Facebook, they opened up, or they decided to start their own page for buying, selling, and trading. So we have two separate pages for that. And one person actually came down from Vancouver, Canada, and decided to offload some of the stuff in Washington. He was making a pit stop here because he was on his way down to Portland Retro Gaming Expo. And he had a whole bunch of Nintendo Powers that he wanted to get rid of. He had about 65 issues of Nintendo Power and about 10 or so guides, Nintendo Power guides or Prima guides that he wanted to get rid of. He wanted $130 for it all. I consider it a good deal just because I still need to complete my Nintendo Power collection. And, I met up with him, paid the $130, and I got 65 issues of Nintendo Power plus 10 guides. Out of all those guides, I think about 5 of them were pretty torn up and pretty bad condition, so those were pretty much garbage. and then another 4 or 5 were duplicates of each other. Aside from the 9 to 10 issues that were either duplicates or in really bad shape, that makes about 55 unique issues that I can add to my collection. As you can see, this nice big old heavy box full of Nintendo powers. So, and most of them had their posters, inserts, and cards as well. So yeah, bunch of Nintendo powers. Next up, just a regular old retail pickup. This was a game that my fiance decided for me to buy, and it's a game that I actually have on Wii U on the Virtual Console. But since I'm a sucker for physical releases, this is something that we had to have in our collection too. And it is Shantae and the Pirate Curse. Or the Pirate's Curse, I should say. If you have not played this, it's a very fun game. It's or if you haven't played any Shantae, it's a great series. I don't have the first one, which is ridiculously expensive. But this one is an action platformer. And it has a very Metroidvania, Castlevania, Metroid, adventure type of feel. Lots of platforming, some puzzles, and it's for the 3DS. But if you have Amazon Prime, since it's a new release, you'll get it for $23.99, which is not bad. Last video I talked about my buddy Nowco on Instagram trading me a whole bunch of games. He's an awesome guy, threw in a whole bunch of freebies, and just a few days ago, he sent me a text saying, "Hey, I found a game that you've been looking for. Here's an opportunity to buy it. Do you want it?" And of course I said yes, but how much? And he ended up working a deal with his buddy who had the game for sale to get it to me for an extremely reasonable price. And he also threw in a freebie, of course, because he's that cool. The game is River City Ransom for NES. So in one of my last videos, I talked about River City Ransom Tokyo Rumble on 3DS, which I have yet to play, but I've heard good things about it. But I've never played the original River City Ransom on NES, and I never owned it. So this is my first copy. I'm excited to play it because Nowco said it was one of his favorite franchises, one of his favorite games. So this is definitely on a must-play for me. I definitely enjoy like the shoot-'em-up game types. So I highly doubt that I won't enjoy it. In terms of freebie, he decided to throw in this nice Nintendo Power poster of Dino Wars. But more importantly, on the back, it is a little guide to River City Ransom. So this is the poster that's out of Nintendo Power issue 10. And as you can see, it takes you through the different maps, where you can go, where certain items are, because there's items in the game, and so on and so forth. So since it'll be my first time playing it, and maybe I don't want to go into playing, study this a bit, or look at this while I play, and that way I can make sure that I get the full River City Ransom experience. Alright, so it might have looked like I changed clothes, but that's just probably because I'm doing this video before the time that I'm doing this video, because I'm actually shipping out a game that I picked up to a friend, and the time that I normally record, it's not the same. Oh, this is not the same time that I normally record. So, talking about Goodwill, my fiance and I went after watching the football game on Sunday, and we decided to stop into Goodwill and see what we could find. Immediately in the showcase, we found this thing here. It is a Namco arcade stick, fight stick for PlayStation. It's very nicely built. It's very heavy duty. You can hear the stick. It's very nice and clicky. It's mechanical. And these things run for about $50 to $70. And they had it marked at $39.99, if you can see that there. But on the back, if you're familiar with how Goodwill prices things, they typically write things on the back to price them before the sticker goes on there. So they had $34.99. So what I did was I saw that they wrote $34.99 and the sticker that says $39.99, and I asked them about it. I was wondering, did they price it wrong because the 4 might have looked like a 9, or if they're changed the price and raised it. And eventually the manager came around and said that they probably just priced it incorrectly, and they decided to give it to us for $34.99, which is great. A couple other small things we found at Goodwill. Just 2 nice Nintendo 64 controllers. It was at the same store, same day. The sticks are nice and responsive. And the last thing we found in the store was actually something that my fiance found. And so we went in the store, we split up. I went to electronics, she went to toys and board games and stuff to see what she could find. We met back, in the middle somewhere, and she walked up with this guy here. So this is Batman Arkham VR, and this is for the PS4 and PlayStation VR. So what's cool about this is it's a virtual reality game. You play as Batman in the Arkham universe, and is meant for use with the PlayStation VR, which just came out a few days ago from this video. It came out like the 14th, just around that day. And we're just surprised to find this at Goodwill already. And this wasn't in the showcase, it wasn't in the media section, it was in the toy section. And it was unmarked, so it didn't have any price or sticker on it. So we took it up to the counter. We asked the manager, how much this would be, and he decided to give it to us for $2.99, $3, which is not bad. This is the game I'm actually sending out to my friend Zach. You can check out his YouTube channel; it's also very great. His YouTube handle is ShartAZack, or if you say it fast, ShartAZack. I'll link his profile and channel in the description below. But this is going to him. This is why I'm doing this small little section early, just so I can get this in the mail and to him before I actually record the rest of my stuff, and hopefully I find other stuff. I haven't really gone hunting, but hopefully I have more stuff to show you in the video. Also, some other news. Tomorrow, or actually today, when you see this video, today is the Lake City toy show for my local collecting area. Twice a year, some toy collecting people decide to rent out common space, and they hold a small little event where people can come in, they can trade, they can buy. It's open to the public. There's an admission fee, but people set up tables where they trade, sell, and buy old vintage toys, retro toys, as well as video games and any other knickknacks and memorabilia. And that's coming up today. I'm going to be visiting it, and hopefully I can find some stuff there to hopefully showcase in my next video. Unfortunately, it's the same weekend, or it's this weekend, and it's the same weekend as Portland Retro Gaming Expo. And because of work, I couldn't make it down to Portland Retro Gaming Expo. It's a convention or an expo that I've been really wanting to go to ever since I started collecting, but just because of work and school and all those reasons in the past, and even now, I still haven't been able to go. And hopefully there's a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends down there, and hopefully everyone's down there is having a good time and picking up a lot of loot. And hopefully next year I'll be able to go and try that. But for now, I have Lake City, and hopefully I'll be able to pick up some good stuff there. So those were my pickups for this week. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all your views. Lots of great stuff, Shantae, River City Ransom, those Nintendo Powers, and all the other stuff from Goodwill that I mentioned earlier. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. But yeah, those were my biggest... So... Yeah.